Just all these words. How does anyone remember how to even use so many words?
From constantly adjusting just how tight the weave I need, the warp and woof of my disguising mask.
What are you hiding, George?
I'll tell you mine, if you tell yours.
You wouldn't want to know.
Dear Eleanor, if used correctly, words will serve as the great creative force, the greatest joy, the greatest weapon that we have in life.
As well as a disguise? A mask to hide behind?
You know my secret. For the record, I live in the environs of the Upper West Side fairway, and by chance, therefore, I do have wine, some cheese, fresh bread, and just a little flawless fruit.
A perfect chicken if we wish to split it?
Ribs.
Oh, how foul.
No, ribs. You don't like ribs?
They certainly lack charm.
You don't know ribs. I'll introduce you.
Not tonight.
The village, then, for fowl?
I wish I could. I really do.
There isn't an excuse I can't eviscerate.
I have no doubt.
Trust me.
I don't do that anymore.
You don't know what you're missing.
Stop this, please. Don't give up.
Nope. And surely not with you.
You should. And now. Because I'm getting a divorce. A very bitter one. About a month ago, my drunken husband slugged me. His disregard of me was understandable and not unusual during any business mess he had. I stayed out of his way and played the happy, caring wife when we went out together. So, of course, I was the last to know. Wives always are. Then the note arrived, anonymous and signed, a friend, informing me he'd kept a woman in a condo at the plaza for a half a dozen years. Assignations in the afternoon, it read. So I went down there, stalked and hid around the fountain out in front, and finally saw him going in. In another hour, saw them coming out. They strolled, her arm in his, so intimate, so jubilant. It then occurred to me that they'd been doing this for just about as long as we'd been married. So I followed them, apparently in need of torture. They went into a bistro. I fled over to that mausoleum bar at the Four Seasons Hotel, drank my 4 martinis in its honor, and picked up an unsuspecting cipher. Pleasant, seemed agreeable. Checked in and went to bed with him upstairs. I took a high-floor suite. It had a lovely view of Central Park, especially from the loo, which I discovered in the morning, throwing up alone. I won't play the class card.
Eleanor, that's blissfully politically correct, so play the female card instead. You know, the one about a man attacking without warning, smashing his wife's face just hard enough to do the damage you've so recently described? More whiskey?
No, I'm learning how to hate you.
It's been done.
I wonder why.
I simply can't imagine.
Probably because you think you're so insufferably right. Or just because you really don't know what you're blathering on about, only how to say it so... Oh, what's the word?
Imposingly?
Why not? Could we please agree to thwart any physical exchange tonight?
To thwart. You mean I'll have to overwhelm primordial urges?
Please, no games with words. I'm trying to stay focused. You must help me do that rather than distracting me with...
What?
You know full well.
I do. And your acknowledgement of comparable cravings and my splendid strength of character will get us innocently through the night.
I really mustn't kiss you now.
And that means you're so inclined.
It does.
Then I'm content.
You are?
Be careful.
Yes, you're right. So I'll go over here. And you stay where you are. Been a faithful partner until recently. I don't know how to act with all this sudden agitation ricocheting back and forth. I'm not supposed to be this huge distraction.
What you did was use your strength of character to draw your weapon
Words.
Haha, you're on a roll. You might as well consider what comes next. I sense I'll fall in love with you at any moment.
George, good God, you can't say things like that.
I could have said it earlier. This must be a fashion statement. Are you sure it's you?
Dear George, I do remember who it was you met last night, but thanks to you, I know exactly who I am this morning.